Alright guys, Tom here and welcome to a new video, and today I'm bringing you my WWE Fastlane 2015 pay-per-view review. Hit the like button, let's get into this. My honest opinion about the show, I thought it was a big disappointment. The card looked amazing, but when it came to the actual wrestling, there wasn't any that was that good. There was a couple of good matches, the tag team titles match and John Cena against Rusev and Roman Reigns against Daniel Bryan were all decent matches, but apart from that, all the other matches were ridiculously boring. The best things about the show were actually the things which weren't the wrestling. You had Randy Orton return, you had Bray Wyatt pretending to be The Undertaker and got some really good heel heat for that. And lastly, you had Sting and Triple H's confrontation, which ended with the Scorpion Death Drop, and Sting came out with his bat and forced Triple H into agreeing to a WrestleMania match. All three of them things were absolutely awesome. So, as always, we've got to review the matches as well as the awesome segments which I've just talked about. The main event was Roman Reigns against Daniel Bryan. I don't know if I was just in the minority, but I was probably thinking, I don't want any of these guys to main event my WrestleMania. I want Brock to main event WrestleMania, but Daniel Bryan or Roman Reigns in the main event of WrestleMania really didn't take my fancy at all. So honestly, I wasn't invested in this match whatsoever. But I finally thought that Roman Reigns had a good match. I've been very negative about him, but he finally had a good match against Daniel Bryan, and this was a pretty decent match. And finally, at the end of the match, I was like, yeah, that was good. And I didn't think I was going to say that, but it was good. Roman Reigns hit some really good moves. The ending towards the match was really good as well, with Roman Reigns hitting a spear out of nowhere to get the win. Overall, I thought it was a decent match. There were some nice moves in there. Yes, the crowd weren't solely invested in the match, but entertaining-wise, the wrestling was decent. There were some nice moves in there. The ending was good. Yes, people are going to complain that Roman Reigns won, but there's really not anybody else to pick from. I mean, they were never going to make Roman Reigns lose here. They were never going to make him lose his Royal Rumble win and his main event spot. That was never going to happen, so the result was pretty obvious. Some people might be disappointed Daniel Bryan didn't win, but honestly, Roman Reigns is getting this huge push. There was no way he was going to lose. I'm just thankful the match was decent and it wasn't anything bad. Another match which took me by surprise was Rusev against John Cena. I thought this match was one of the best matches of the night. I was extremely surprised how good Rusev was in this match, and this proves that John Cena really does bring the best out of everybody. I've been very negative about Rusev on my channel. I've said this guy is not up to what people are making him out to be. I've not seen a good match by Rusev, and I said in my prediction video, if Rusev doesn't have a good match against John Cena, then he's never going to have a good match against anybody, because John Cena usually has a good match. He usually puts on a good pay-per-view match. So, thankfully, Rusev did put on a very good match against John Cena. There was some great moves through this match. It told a very good story. It was very entertaining, and it was definitely Rusev's best match so far. And John Cena, once again, makes somebody look very, very good in the ring. I'm thankful John Cena put Rusev over. That was the right booking decision. Makes Rusev look strong. And we're going to go towards that WrestleMania rematch between Rusev and John Cena, which after this match, I really want to see. I want to see these guys go at it again, since this one was really good. I can't wait for that one. The ending was good because obviously it's an unclean win for Rusev because he hit John Cena with a low blow. That sets up the rematch for WrestleMania, and without a doubt I want to see that rematch because this rematch was good. Overall, it puts Rusev over very well because John Cena faded out. He pretty much just faded out in the middle of the ring. Great ending towards that match. Rusev is extremely over right now. Well done, the WWE and Rusev, for finally putting on a good, entertaining pay-per-view match. Another match which took me by surprise was probably the first match. Now, for some reason, this match happened on the pay-per-view. I have no idea why this match was happening. It was Ziggler, Rowan and Ryback against Rollins, Big Show and Kane. I'm struggling to remember who was in this match because to me, it doesn't make any sense why this match was on the pay-per-view, but And it also confused me why they had this as the opening match. But overall, it took me by surprise. I thought it was a solid match, very entertaining, and the Viper returned at the end of the match. I'm a bit surprised that Rollins, Big Show and Kane got the win. I mean, this is 2015. Why are Big Show and Kane still winning on a big pay-per-view match? I have no idea. I felt like the babyfaces should have gone over in this match. But, once again, Ziggler, Rowan and Ryback get screwed. I don't know what these guys, what the WWE are doing with these guys. Hopefully they can get out of this slump sooner rather than later. But overall, a solid match and took me by surprise. Another match which took me by surprise, but in a negative way, was Stardust against Goldust. Now, this match should never have happened at the Fastlane pay-per-view. They should have saved this until WrestleMania. They should have a very long build towards this match at WrestleMania, and they pretty much threw it away at Fastlane. Now, this match should happen at WrestleMania 2, but after seeing what we saw, they should have completely waited until building it up to WrestleMania, because this match sucked. The crowd did not care whatsoever. There was no good moves, it was slow, it was boring, there was nothing. This match is not worth writing home about. There was absolutely nothing here. Stardust and Goldust have put on way better matches in the last few months. This sucked. They shouldn't have even put this on the pay-per-view. I mean, definitely not. Save it until WrestleMania. Thankfully, they're going to have another go at it at WrestleMania, and hopefully they can have a better match than this one, because this one sucked. I'm extremely disappointed at this one. And why the hell is Goldust winning this match? Cody turned heel. Surely he should be the one winning. He turned on his brother. He's turned heel. Why is Goldust winning? I don't know. So we've got to talk about the tag team titles match. I'm really happy about this. This is the #1 match I wanted to see. Number one, it was fucking awesome. It was really entertaining. Once again, the Usos put on another great tag team titles match. Every time they're in a championship match, it's so bloody good. Yes, once again, we've had another new champion crown. Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, absolutely fantastic. They're the most over tag team right now. I said in my prediction video, it's been a long time since Tyson Kidd, since the Usos were inferior to another tag team. So I'm saying here, Tyson Kidd and Cesaro are the first team in a long time that have been more entertaining than the Usos. And even JBL said that, and I said that on my prediction video, and they were right, because they're the new tag team champions. This was the right decision. They're the most over tag team in the division right now. The Usos have been champions for way too long. I think they've been the champions for almost a year now, on and off. Way too long. We needed new tag team champions to revitalise the division just before the WrestleMania season. Great choice by the WWE. The tag team of Tyson Kidd and Cesaro are the flavour of the month. Great decision. I want to see what they're going to do with Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. I can't wait to see more matches with these guys as a tag team. It started off as maybe just throwing Cesaro and Tyson Kidd together as a random tag team, but now they're the tag team champions. They're looking solid as ever. Great decision. And finally, they're using Cesaro and Tyson Kidd to their full ability. Great match. Great result. Love it. Another fucking stupid thing is Paige once again losing a Divas Championship match. Why the hell is Nikki Bella still the Divas Champion, and why the hell did she win with a roll-up pin? This is a pay-per-view, guys. Why are we having so many roll-up pins, weird endings on a pay-per-view? Especially in a Divas match. Nobody cares about the Divas matches anyway, so I have a bullshit roll-up pin. The crowd didn't react. Nobody cared. It was an awful ending to a pretty decent match. And it just ends with a roll-up pin and Nikki Bella retains once again. I have no idea why Nikki Bella's still the champion. She's boring as hell. Paige is so much better than her. What did the WWE see in Nikki Bella? Do they find her entertaining? Because they must be the only people that find her entertaining. Because everybody watching at home wants Paige to win. I never see anybody supporting Nikki Bella or pro Nikki Bella to be the Divas Champion. Just boring. Why is she still the Divas Champion? I have no idea. I thought this was Paige's time. This was Paige's chance for retribution against the Bella Twins. The Bella Twins have been picking on Paige for the past few weeks. I thought it was Paige's time to finally get her payback. But Nikki Bella wins again in another kind of dull ending. I mean, ugh, so frustrating. Why is she still the champion? It just doesn't make any sense, and it's not fun whatsoever. In the final match which I'm going to talk about is Ambrose against BNB. Another disappointing match which did not deliver whatsoever. These guys could put on a much better match than what they did. I'm not sure if we're going to get a rematch between these two guys. I'm not sure if I really want to see it, to be honest, because this sucked. I mean, they can put on a much better match. And the ending didn't make sense whatsoever. It ended with Dean Ambrose getting disqualified for punching Bad News Barrett too many times in the corner. What the hell is the point in that? I mean, what? Why did they have to protect Bad News Barrett? Why did Dean Ambrose get disqualified? Whose idea was this? What does it do? Why didn't you have a clean finish? Why didn't you make Bad News Barrett hit the bull hammer and win the match? Why did you have to have this crappy ending which didn't make sense whatsoever? I mean, it was a bad match to start off with, and then you have a bad ending to a bad match. I mean, this was awful. What were they thinking? I mean, I have no idea. What the hell does this do in the grand scheme of things? I have no idea. This was just stupid. I was fully expecting Ambrose to win here. I thought, once again, he was the flavour of the month. He's been the flavour of the month for God knows how many months. And he still hasn't won a pay-per-view match since Payback, when he was in the Shield. I have no idea what they're doing. I mean, Dean Ambrose is ridiculously over, but he hasn't won a pay-per-view match for freaking ages. I thought this was his time. He has a crappy match against BNB here, and he has a crappy finish. And once again, they drop the ball with Dean Ambrose. What are they doing? Why is BNB still the champion? He hasn't done anything for the past 2 to 3 months. Holy shit, this was a big disappointment. Overall, this pay-per-view was a big disappointment. And most of the good things were the segments. I mean, you had Orton return, and he freaking RKO'd out of nowhere. J&J Security, that was awesome. We thought Undertaker was coming out, it was Bray Wyatt. That was awesome. The promo was awesome. Sting and Triple H's confrontation was awesome. And now it's going to happen at WrestleMania. That was awesome. Rusev against Cena, surprisingly, was very, very good. Roman Reigns against Daniel Bryan surprised me. I didn't think it was going to be that good, but it was decent. The tag team titles, I thought that match was going to be good, and it was good. Apart from that, everything else absolutely sucked. The crowd sucked. The wrestling was absolutely awful in the other matches. Golden Stardust, you can do better. Nikki Bella's still the champion. What the fuck? I mean, come on, guys. BNB and Dean Ambrose, you can do a lot better as well. There's a lot more that they could have done better here. What do you guys think? Thanks for watching. I'm going to give this pay-per-view a rating of 7 out of 10. What do you guys give it? Take care. Spike your hair.